the name of God, hello everyone. I'm Saidan Boyi, PhD student at Islamic Azad University of Mashhad from Iran. In this paper, we present a financial price prediction method leveraging latent economic concept and sentiment in the news as well as financial market data. Applying deep learning for financial time series forecasting is a challenging task since financial data can exhibit non-stationary behavior over time due to a number of behavioral issues released in news groups and social media, especially in enormous cryptocurrencies and forex market. Different news types influence investors in different ways. Most previous work use directly word embedding representation of news title only, while it has been shown that the information in news body is also important. An approach for using all information in the news content is concept modeling. Latent concept modeling aims at creating a low-dimensional vector to capture context proximity between news document representation. In this paper, we propose a deep learning approach that leverages information in news title and historical market data and also use a pre-trained model for sentiment analysis of news title. For document representation, we propose a contextualized concept modeling idea called Bag of Economic Concept uses all information in the news title and content. We implemented our technique in a tool called RoboNews as an open-source RESTful API for real-time price prediction in hourly time frame. Our approach has 6 major steps. In step 1 and step 2, we prepare our latent concept space. In step 3, for document representation, instead of directly using a word embedding representation of news title, we propose BERT-based bag of economic concept. In step 4, for sentiment analysis, we use the probability distribution of pre-trained Dilbert model over 2 classes of positive and negative, and then we concatenate the sentiment scores and the BERT-BOC vectorization as a final representation of news. For price prediction, we group news and also financial market data during a delay window. Therefore, in step 5, we group news based on their release timestamps. Then, in step 6, after selecting the most important features from financial market data and technical indicators, we group Z-score normalized form of the selected features. And finally, we use a recurrent convolutional neural network for feature extraction from news documents and RNN layer for feature extraction from financial market data. And then, after concatenation of hidden states of 2 LSTM units, we put a single dense layer with linear activation function for price regression. In this slide, the right side figure shows the TSM visualization of BERT word embedding vectors corresponding for URC news corpus. In the left side figure, we plot the most similar words for 4 words. This figure shows words with similar context has similar representation. Therefore, we propose using concept modeling idea for financial news representation. Latent concepts refer to a cluster of semantically related words that occur in similar contexts. For instance, the word Brexit often occurs with political and parliament in one concept. Then, news document representation based on low-dimensional concept space reflect the document topic in vectorization scheme, and our recurrent convolutional neural network recurrent layer in our model can capture complex pattern in distribution of concept in the delay window of news which vectors based on BOEC. BERT BOEC vectorization. Our latent concepts space has three major steps. After preprocessing and tokenization in step 1, in step 2 aims at news topic strings, and we select top most similar words for each token of news title and add these tokens to the news tokens. For each token, we assign a cluster number and finally compute the frequency of each cluster. Given the hard clustering using simple k-means, each token falls in one cluster. Therefore, the final representation of news has a dimensional number of concept clusters. As data set, we scrap financial news from specialized news groups from August 2018. Since now, our market news dataset in this paper contains over 100,000 unique records of 33 months of data. For prediction of Euro-USD close price, we use only news with Euro-USD keywords indicated by human expert in news group. We scrap financial market data from FinHub-REST API. We did our experiment for three currency pairs in Forex and with Tether used in cryptocurrencies market. As news-based setting, we fine-tune number of concept clusters on top and most similar words by testing different values of these hyperparameters. We did this experiment for all currency pairs and only present the result for USD in the paper. For selecting the Q as a number of most important features from market data and technical indicators, we use LSTM weights and the amount of information gain of features, and finally we select four major features with including close price, exponential moving average, the mean of Bollinger Bands, and unbalanced volume. We compare our model against four variations and also two time series forecasting model. The superiority of BERT BOEC against BERT no news, BERT BOEC only title, and BERT BOEC no sentiment indicates the importance of using all information in the news title, body, and also sentiment. We also notice that BERT BOEC against the BERT Doc2Vec, SIR-CNN, and BHAM has a smaller mean absolute percentage error, which indicates the ability of our BOEC text representation to model context proximity between news. We group news based on delay window length together with technical market data, and this enables decision making during the trading time even when there is no news. The results clearly show that incorporating relevant news reduces the prediction error. However, the non-stationary and multimodal nature of financial time series severely affect the performance of our model in training and validation set. Pertains to the change in mean variance of market data during normalization phase. We plan to resolve this problem in the future by end-to-end training of normalization schemes in our model. The superiority of BERT BOEC for currency pairs prediction indicates the generalized ability of BERT BOEC. To better understand how BERT BOEC can be useful in practice, we studied two cases for GBPUSD and BTCUSD T and look into prediction plot. Upper figure shows a major drop for GBPUSD falling under negative news publishing time, and the downside figure shows the rise in the Bitcoin market under positive news. In both cases, our model predicts the falling and rising earlier than no news model. This figure shows the architecture of RoboNews REST API. All of our services work on RESTful API and use our MongoDB engine services for news, market data, concept clusters, and prediction data availability. The current implementation of our tool supports the following three major components: the data collection services, including news and public market information; model training services that leverage latent relationships in the news stream along with market data through an RCN network; and prediction services that provide forecasting of price for a given currency pair. RoboNews is a part of RoboFlow project available at this address. Thank you very much.